Welcome back to MMA Files, today's biggest stories from MMA, WWE, and more. The UFC Fight Night card delivered action from start to finish in Las Vegas. In the main event, Anthony Hernandez submitted Roman Dolidze in the fourth round. On the co-main card, Steve Erceg defeated Ode Osborne via unanimous decision. Yasmin Lucindo outpointed Angela Hill for a unanimous decision win. Andre Fili earned a split decision over Christian Rodriguez. Gene Matsumoto took a split decision victory against Miles Johns, and Christian Leroy Duncan stopped Eric Anders in the first round. The prelim saw Julius Walker beat Rafael Sequeira by unanimous decision. Elijah Smith knocked out Toshiomi Kazama in under a minute. Jocelyn Edwards scored a first-round KO over Priscilla Cachoeira. Uro's Medic knocked out Gilbert Abina in just over a minute. Gabriela Fernandez earned a unanimous decision over Jalija Stoliarenko, and Eric McConico edged Cody Brundage by split decision. Steve Erceg breaks losing skid at UFC Vegas 109. Steve Erceg isn't just back in the win column. He silenced doubters in his bantamweight debut. Steve Erceg battled through a rough start to score a decision victory over Ode Osborne in the co-main event of UFC Vegas 109. Marking his first win at bantamweight, Erceg said, "It wasn't perfect, but I showed I can dig deep and get it done." Patrick Dana says, "Great closing round from Erceg, but pretty rough start there. I still think he gets a nod and hope it boosts his confidence, but still not the most inspiring performance." Henry Cejudo asks, "Who won that second round between Erceg and Osborne?" Cutman's Corner comments, "Glad to see Erceg bounce back." On social media, at Kook and Quack writes, "Steve Erceg back in the win column. Hashtag UFC Vegas 109. There's one extremely evident trend in every Steve Erceg fight. Dude gets hit far too clean, far too often. Needs to keep that chin tucked." Wire reacts, "They had to give Erceg a robbery. How did the judges give Erceg round two? I guess for getting outstruck and failing takedowns."
How much pressure did you have on yourself coming into this fight?
Yeah, heaps. Obviously, doubts run through your head. Was I a fraud all along? Do I really deserve to be here? All that nonsense. So it's good to fight a tough guy in the UFC. Been here for ages and get a tough win.
When the judges read the scorecards, were you confident that you won the fight?
Yeah, I thought I did enough. I mean, you never really know, but I thought I had his back in the second, I had his back in the third, so I thought I did enough.
Elijah Smith delivers KO of the Year contender at UFC Vegas 109. Elijah Smith delivered one of the most unforgettable knockouts in recent UFC history at UFC Vegas 109. Trapped in a triangle choke by Toshiomi Kazama, Smith lifted him high into the air and slammed him to the mat, knocking him out cold in the first round. A finish compared to Quentin Rampage Jackson's iconic slam in Pride.
I feel like with every shot he was breaking, and that's when he threw up the triangle, and the rest is history. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't believe he could get me in the triangle, so I'll give him his flowers for attempting and getting close to it. I promise the next time I won't even get close to that. But I just being in jiu-jitsu tournaments where I have video of me when I was younger, and where guys got a triangle and I lifted them up in the same way. And my dad always told me, I remember that one time he was like, "If this was a fight, man, you could have definitely slammed the sugar honey iced tea out of him." And this time I finally had the opportunity to do it. I can't do it against training partners. I love my guys, but when it's somebody random that you don't know, and it's for everything is on the line. Oh yeah, you about to get slammed. You about to get slammed on your dome piece. This was definitely, in my opinion, this was the statement that I needed to prove to myself that, Elijah, you can go out there and you could go get a finish. You could go get that highlight knockout, go viral, and you can do that. You're more than capable. But when the lights shine, just do it, man. Just be you. Be Elijah Swift Smith. Be somebody who you always been your whole fight career. And yeah, it's just so crazy how it all played out.
Christian Leroy Duncan destroys Eric Anders with spinning elbow at UFC Vegas 109. Christian Leroy Duncan opened the UFC Vegas 109 main card with a stunning first-round knockout of Eric Anders, landing a perfectly timed spinning back elbow before finishing with ground strikes. The win marks just the second TKO loss of Anders' career. Jon Jones officially re-enters UFC testing pool. Jon Jones' retirement lasted only 2 weeks, as his name has now reappeared on the UFC's anti-doping testing database. This marks his third testing session of 2025, signaling a potential return to the octagon soon. That's all for now. Subscribe, and stay tuned with MMA Files for more Fight World updates.